Where'd she go? Remember, you fold it in half. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Airplane? Can you say airplane?
Yeah.
Airplane.
We are me.
Yeah. Well, I was hoping to give you a sort of like a day in the life of what happens during my day. And then a lot of things on my list today were home stuff where like I need to catch up on laundry and like it's all washed and dried, but it's not folded. And then catch up on dishes, which I mean, it's not really that bad, but put the toaster away and stuff. Just a second. I guess some of the things that I get behind on are the things that obviously I don't enjoy as much. I don't know, my kitchen's not really that bad today, but the kitchen table, on the other hand, needs to get dealt with. And the floors are really due for mopping. So anyways, as I'm like, okay, gearing up to record for this, my phone is like, oh, I'm out of space. I've got no more storage. And as most of you know, I use my phone for recording because I'm not making enough money yet to be able to afford an $800 video camera. So it's something that hopefully I can invest in the future. But for now, I'm literally just recording off of my cell phone. Fantastic. But it was like, oh, I'm out of space. Too bad for you. And I went, there's no way I'm out of space because just yesterday it was saying that it was totally fine. But it's been trying to update. And so it downloaded a bunch of updates. And so I think that's the problem. Anyways, so as I'm trying to record this morning, all of a sudden I touched the wrong button at the exact right time where like the update notification popped up and it was like install now. And I was actually typing something in my keyboard and accidentally pushed install now. So then it went through like 45 minutes of updating. Anyways, so then I decided, oh, I'll work on a blog post while the kids are, eating breakfast and blah, 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 blah. So I can record, doing a few house things. And the kids are trying to get ready to go outside. And so anyways, trying to get the kids out the door because they want to go play. And then I get finally my phone updates and everything. And then I'm getting my texts from my husband and he's saying, we need to gather up all of those movable panels outside, stack them up. We got to load them in the horse trailer to take them back to our neighbor who lent them to us. But because we've had them for like 8 months, we are actually going to have to pay to rent them because it's his business. And that's totally fine. Like, we should have had them back to him months ago, but we ended up, using them for longer and just not getting around to getting them back to him. Some of them got damaged to the point where the wire needs to be replaced. Again, that's our fault. So we are having to pay the replacement fee for all of that wire. Rightly so. We will absorb that expense because that was our fault. But now instead of cleaning the house and taking care of laundry and stuff, I have to go outside and deal with all the movable panels. But anyways, so now that's going to be my morning chore. But no, you gotta leave your ponytail in. No, don't pull your ponytail out. Your hair, oh, she's got milk in her hair now. So that's gonna be fantastic. So as soon as this little monkey, yes, you, as soon as she's done her breakfast, I'm gonna gear up and go outside. So in the meantime, maybe I'll try to blitz through a few quick kitchen things. And I was like, you know what, maybe I should just delete all the videos that I've taken this morning and try again another day. But like it or not, this is kind of a normal day and what happens normally in my life is I have great plans of what I'm going to try to get done, and then I have to be flexible and adjust because something else comes up. So instead of tackling some morning chores and then going outside and doing animal chores, I am going to be doing the bare minimum, hoofing it outside, and feeding all the critters. And I'm so tired, I just don't even know what I'm trying to say. Oh my goodness. I tell my kid to stay out of the mud puddle, and I will show you what she's doing. Never mind, she's all done. But she was like laying on the ice, like starfishing on it. So you're welcome for being a scatterbrained mess, but most of you already see that this channel is still relatively small, and so I do all of this myself. I do all of my recording by myself. I do all of my content creating. I do all of my editing. I do answer comments all on my own, while also I am homeschooling our kindergartner. I am making meals from scratch. I am feeding 3 kids 5 and under snacks and meals and keeping up with laundry, helping them get outdoor gear on. This is my daily life, and so yeah, I don't share my kids' faces. If you see their kid's face, it's because either I thought that it was quick enough that I don't need to blur it out, or I was just feeling super lazy that day and didn't feel like blurring it out all the way. But I do my best to keep them private because they were not the ones who signed up for having their faces blasted all over YouTube. They're too young to decide that for themselves. And so for now, okay, you gotta push your arm through. I think that this glove was probably too big to try to fit through that sleeve. I don't know. Can you push it? That one kind of has to go above. Push hard. There, okay, that's good. They're too young to decide if they want to be all over YouTube, and so I make that decision for them, that I don't want their whole childhood for the whole public eye to see. There's a bunch of wonderful people out there. There's also a bunch of not wonderful people out there. You're trying to say cheese. Okay, wipe your fingers. Ah. Oh my, why do you put cereal in your hair? You got like, I guess it's bath day, hey? You don't need your blankie. You need socks. Let's go find some socks. Yeah. Socks and boots. My kids are still at the age where they all need me in different ways for different things, and the youngest she'll be 2 in the new year sometime, and she still very much needs her mother, so most of what I do revolves around her, and I'm trying to find socks, but this is about the situation. Look, we got mismatchy socks. That's about it. Another fun fact about me, I feel like I share them randomly throughout videos, is that I actually hate having my hair down, especially when I have to like go do chores or do housework or anything like that. I do not like having my hair down because I shed everywhere and it just makes a mess, and I just don't like having hair in my face because it just bothers me. Feeling pretty proud though, I finally showered last night, so at least it's nice and clean hair, right? Let's go to work. You calling your sisters? Where'd they go? It's pretty windy out here. Hey? Oh, I hear them over there. I'm feeling like I should have put on an extra sweater. So 2 degrees feels like minus 3 degrees Celsius. I feel cold. My hands are cold. Ooh, this hair is fantastic. So we just had a main fire truck and then the fire chief and then another fire truck just fly by with sirens blaring. So could be either a fire or an accident of some kind. I know that things got pretty slick overnight on the roads, but hopefully nothing too bad. Can still hear them. So just fed these old girls. I am feeding them extra, kind of excessively, because this hay is not really that great, unfortunately. So this hay, it's supposed to be like a grass hay. The whole thing is brown. So it must have gotten put up wet or something like that. I don't know. It's pretty dusty. Makes me feel bad, but I don't have anybody else to feed it to. And with the year this year, like this year, with the drought and everything, hay is hard to find. So, like I've said before, beggars can't be choosers. We'll just have to supplement with some hay cubes, I guess. Okay, well, we found all of our bars. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it looks like. I think there's more we need to find.
Well, except for these ones.
Well, I did count them, but we'll find the rest.
Yeah.
Everybody's happy about their breakfast. Yay! So we have 12 of those movable panels. And I've got one of these in the trailer. So 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which, I mean, 2 panels goes on one of those, so 9 might be correct. I don't know.
I want to take off my gloves.
Petey!
Still got some learning to do. We still got some learning to do.
Nice little break. Play on the tree fork and the swings, right?
See,
Where are we on the swings?
it's happening.
On the trampoline. Oh, the trampoline's covered in snow. It's got snow on it. And then I looked over and I noticed that door is definitely open to the milk shed. So we're gonna go see what the damage is like. There's no grain in there right now, but don't you dare escape. I guess I will just close the gate. Reba. Sheepers. Alright, let's see. Did they go poopy in there? Oh. Nope, I don't think anybody bothered to really hang out in there. Well, that's good. Phew. That's what I was worried about. Okay, I gotta set you down for a second. I see that Daddy found the staple gun. So that will be used to put up some tarp on the inside of that shelter. Make it a little bit more wind resistant. Well, that's wise, because this has hardly got any overlap. There we go. Perfect setup right there. Bambi, you're so cute. And so fat. Huh? Filling up your belly with food and growing babies. I like your little hairdo. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Pretty nice. You are eating really, really well, aren't you? 'Cause you are all kinds of chunky. My goodness. You guys are just stuffing their bellies full of breakfast. Super fun to start seeing some baby bellies start to form, but it's hard to tell what's all just food and what's actually baby belly. Typically on the right side is where you'll see the baby belly happen, and then the left side is their rumen that stretches and fills with food. Willow's pretty even. The left side's a little bit bigger because they've been chowing down. Bambi's just very round all the time. She's a very stretchy goat. And then Robin is a new one. You trying to have a poop? I'm sorry. We'll see what she does. She's the last one that's due to kid if she caught. And then these girls are a little bit on the skittish side. Winnie does not look real round, but Sage looks like she's got some belly happening. Hey, you guys. And then, well, Rebel. My goodness. What did you guys get into that you're so fat? Rebel, you actually look like you're trying to bloat. You're so fat. When you see that left side above the spine, yeah, she's pretty chunky. So we'll keep an eye on her. It just gets tricky for them to eat as much just because the babies in there are also starting to take up some room. Sage here, yeah, looks like she's starting to get a belly. Winnie, she's just kind of a narrow and long goat, so, and fairly deep, so we'll see how she carries a baby. Breeze swung her head over and smeared my face with her wet nose. Now my glasses are all blurry. Ouch! Ah, don't bite. Ladybug just chomped my arm. That hurt. Alright. All the boys are fed. And because we're realistic around here, yes, the pink stuff on his head is BLOOD. The way we dehorned him was with bands, which was not actually the problem. The problem was that they did not break off low enough and they didn't cut the circulation off enough. So he's got pretty bad scurs. And then he's been headbutting with Mr. Denny here because you can see the pink residue on his head. Hey, you guys been fighting? You been scrapping? Denny was disbutted, Titan was disbutted, and Grant was disbutted, which means a hot iron when the horn buds can be felt. It's what we did this year, and I will not be doing any other method of dehorning or disbudding because that's the way to go. I do not like having goats with horns. All of my goats are now hornless, and I will not even consider purchasing a goat with horns because of the bad experiences that I've had, which probably could be saved for another video. So that's it. All the goats, goats are fed. Horses are fed. I think that the automatic water was working a little bit again, so that's good. Everybody's got water. And I tracked down whatever I could find as far as these movable panel loops and bases, and did a count on the fences. So that gets hauled back to their home later today. Is it cold? See now. It is just about 1 o'clock, and I am gonna get to work on the kitchen cleanup, and then shortly my youngest is gonna go down for her nap, and so hopefully we can start knocking off these things on my list of stuff to get caught up on. To be quite honest, it's kind of embarrassing to show you this side of my life because it's not overly organized. It kind of has like its own organized chaos, if you know what I mean. Gotta clean up the dishes from lunch. The kitchen table is our school table. It's our eating table. It's our coloring and craft and also office space. And so, yep, it kind of accumulates a lot of stuff. And then the kids are usually busy playing. And so the living room is laundry, folding clothes, and playing. And so toys and clothes end up all over the floor. This counter here ends up accumulating stuff that we reach for on a regular basis. Or like new things that come into the house that don't quite have a new home yet. And then obviously some dishes that need to be caught up on. And then this area is kind of like our oils and snacks and random things, and usually bagels and bread sits there as well. So, I mean, yeah. Coffee station over there. Let's see. You're wearing a penguin suit and the cat is in here. I can't believe she's staying in there. She looks so sleepy.
And so cozy.
Oh my. That's hilarious. Look at you. Just the spoiled kitty. She's an outside cat, but they've been playing with her today. All right. Well, you get to see the before, and then I'll probably just do like a hyperlapse of getting some stuff cleaned up. If for nothing else, I will enjoy looking back on these videos one day and going, oh man, yep, I do remember those days. I remember how busy they were, how there was constantly things to do, messes to clean up, and little kids that needed my help. And I know that I'm going to look back one day and go, man, that flew by. Man, I wish my kids were little again. Or, man, I wish for those days. And honestly, right now, it's just challenging. Most days are hard where it feels like I can never get on top of things. I'm constantly cleaning up crumbs and messes. And it's exhausting after a while to feel like you're never getting anywhere, but also trusting in the fact that this work is important. No matter what society tells me, this is where I need to be. And this is what I believe I am called to in this season of life, is to be at home and raise my kids. Not to say that that's what works for everyone. I know that there's many other women who would just long to be at home with their kids. And so I truly count this as a blessing, but not to be mistaken for it to be easy. There we go. So much nicer. Gave the floor a quick sweep underneath, and then I'm going to follow behind with a vacuum cleaner and mop after I finish this. I got to pick up some of this stuff yet, and then that I did not touch, but I did do all of the dishes. We have a lonely spaghetti squash that I kind of don't really know if it even grew properly. There we go, some stuff drying, and then yes, this has not been dealt with yet. But pretty good for 40 minutes. I know that probably seems like it took a long time, but hello, small humans. This is why you have to watch your children constantly. Because that's why. It is on the list of things to do to clean the master bathroom. But my toddler is in a very bad habit of, if the bathroom door is open, then she will unwind most of the toilet paper roll, and she'll do that, and she'll be like, pee pretty bad, pee pretty bad. She's not potty trained, but I'm pretty sure she's gonna try to potty train herself at this rate, because this is not the first time this has happened, and it's not the first time she's stripped down buck naked and sat herself on the toilet. But it is frustrating because I have to constantly be paying attention, and when I'm not, things like that happen. She is now down, hopefully for a nap, and I can mop the floor and clean up. It feels a lot cleaner in here. It's echoey, which tells me things are a lot cleaner in here. The other day I saw a mom influencer make a post about just the longing for transparency in motherhood. How, because we have social media, there is such a comparison game, and it can be really challenging for us as young moms to not be looking at somebody else and going, well, I'm not doing as much as she is, or I should be doing more, and well, I definitely need to be making goldfish from scratch as well because I'm feeding my kids terrible foods. Whatever the case may be, and she just expressed this longing for transparency. If you employ somebody outside of the home, then that's fine. Like, if you're an influencer or a YouTuber or a blogger and you work part-time or full-time and you hire somebody else to either, pay somebody to keep the house clean, pay somebody to watch our kids while we work our business. There's so many different things and areas where we could outsource, but I think just to be transparent about that versus pretending like we can do everything. Look at your nice pictures.
They're really nice.
In the summer of 2023, if you had told me that I would be homeschooling our kindergartner, I probably would have laughed in your face and gone, there's absolutely no way that I am going to homeschool my kids, because I was so burnt out as a mom. All I could think about was, once they're kindergarten age, they can go to school and I can have a break during the day and I get some rest, or be able to tackle things around the house that I can't do with the kids underfoot all of the time. And then, to be quite honest, God changed my heart, and God's basically nudged my heart in many different ways and went, I don't want you to do that for at least this year. I want you to trust me, and I want my strength to be enough for you, and to be patient and watch how things can change. And things have changed. Our youngest is now going to be 2 in a few months, and things are so different from being, the sleep deprived mama of a newborn with 2 other toddlers, and things are just different. I'm starting to be able to find my energy again, find my passion, and genuinely just enjoy being around the kids and my job as a stay-at-home mom.
Mommy.
Yeah? Little monkey's up from her nap, and we've got potatoes boiling. We've got water for cooked veggies and some elk tenderloin on the barbecue. You guys are just fine. The sun is starting to set. It is currently 5:30 p.m. We were sure thinking that the snow was going to melt with the +5, +6 degree afternoons, but nope, we are not getting enough sunshine for that. I'll have to run out later on and do chores in the dark probably. The whole thing in there.
Mommy.
Now, to any other young moms that might be watching this, which, I don't know, I think there's a few of you, but do not feel like you have to do everything. There are some days where I feed my kids toast and eggs, and that's what they get for supper. And I don't feel bad about that because sometimes that's all I can manage to put together. Well, today, I guess kind of a productive day. Folded a bunch of laundry, discovered that I have a gross amount of mismatchy socks that do not have partners. Mostly my toddler, because she loves to take her socks off in the vehicle and then throw them, and then it's a matter of like collecting them all. And I don't know, we just lose socks all the times. Or maybe the washing machine eats them. It's very possible. But I wanted to mention, probably somewhere in this video I'll be doing a lot of voiceover work as well, but I wanted to add that up until this, so like part of the time when my infant or my toddler was napping, oh, so sad, when she was napping, got my mashed potatoes here, I'll show you around now, but while she was napping, I turned on a video, like just a movie on Netflix, and it was like an hour and a half, and I watched that while folding the laundry. The big girls were watching a little bit of a kid show, and then I kind of sat and watched it for a little bit, and then I watched it while I was peeling potatoes. And while I'm not saying that you should all the time have something playing in the background, sometimes as a young mom or a mom who just sometimes struggling with the mundane of everything, it's nice to have something that kind of entertains us a little bit. Yes, there's a mattress out there. Don't ask me why. Needs to go to the dump. Anyways, sometimes it helps to have something else that kind of doubles as like free time stuff. So instead of sitting on my bum for an hour and a half, I was working on folding laundry, getting that put away. The kids had a little bit of downtime, and I, accomplished a few things, like folding laundry and peeling potatoes. And some people would choose to listen to a podcast, but listen, it's not like I am working nonstop all the time, because I need to have a break too, and a break looks different for everybody. Right now, my breaks kind of have to fit together with work that gets done as well, because I truly am on the clock 24/7, right? Yeah. So that being said, I know that sometimes when we see other people posting videos or pictures or things on social media, even things on YouTube, it's so hard to get an accurate picture of what that person's life is like, right? And you guys know that I try to be as real as possible. But these videos are very challenging for me to put together, because I can't fully and accurately give you the whole picture, but I can do my best to show you most of the things along the way. Obviously, I'm not showing you every single little thing. I'm not videoing changing diapers. I'm not videoing wiping behinds. I'm not videoing bath time with my kids tonight, or bedtime routines, or reading stories. There's so many other things, obviously, that fill my day, but I hope that this gives you a bit of an idea of what sometimes days look like in my life, and to know that it's okay when things inevitably, I can't say this word. I'm struggling with a word. Things will get messy, that especially if you've got little kids. There's constantly things on the floor, things to be picked up, things to be washed. It is truly never ending in that sense, but it is such a joy to have these little people that we get to raise and love on. And I truly love being a mama, and it is a very, very important part of this life on this farm, right? And as they grow up, they're going to learn all the ins and outs of what it takes to run this farm, not being forced to do it, but there's little ways that I try to get a break in as well. But sometimes, some days are just plain old, put your head down and work hard, and take a break later and rest later. So hopefully that helps a little bit with understanding that I am definitely human. I totally make mistakes. I totally need times where I can just shut my brain off and enjoy a fun movie. So yeah, I will get back to it. She's busy, y'all. You see this?
Yeah.
You made a mess.
Yeah.
Were you trying to help?
Yeah.
Because you made a big mess.
Alright.
Kate, you stay out of the way. Mommy's gotta clean this up now. Oh my goodness. I was it's okay. It's fine. It's totally fine. We're good. Maybe I could make this up. What you doing? Are you cleaning it up?
No.
Let's see. Oh, you're wiping it up. Good girl.
Yeah.
Yep, clean it. Clean it up. Yeah. Such a mess, hey? Good helper. Oh yes, I've got a puddle on my floor because my mop was in the mop pail, and yes, it's my fault because I didn't empty the mop pail. Apparently, out of the way, the floor's wet here. So she dragged around a mop that's full of water. She made a whole trail with it. Let's fix it. Look at that nice puddle. I mean, I was debating about mopping my bedroom floor, so I mean, I guess that's a perk. I don't even know. Oh, what do you do when they're just trying to help, but they end up making a massive mess? I did it. I emptied the mop pail, so that can't happen again. Throw one more load of laundry in because I think that means it's time. It's time. If you want to know a fun trick, try the delay start option on your washing machine. So right now the dishwasher is running and I'm giving my kids baths, so I don't exactly want them to only have cold water. Also, our water pressure is not good if too many things are running at once. So, because I know that I will not remember to start the washing machine later, I'm going to put a delay start on it so that I know it's going to start in an hour. And if by some chance I remember to start it once the girls are done their baths, then great. But if not, it'll start for me.
We're taking a video.
It's 9 o'clock and the kids are finally all in bed. Stan's been outside all evening dealing with the water tanks that froze over the other day, getting the wiring all hooked up and the elements installed. I asked him to do evening chores for me because he's outside anyways. I took care of the kids and now I'm sitting down to dump all the videos off my phone and kind of put together maybe a rough cut version of this video that you'll be watching, and we'll see how far I get on it tonight. It's 9 o'clock, so I would like to go to bed soon and shut my brain off, so. If you want to talk about digital clutter, try being a YouTuber, because we're talking about like gigabytes upon gigabytes of stuff. It's a lot of stuff. me showing you my bed though. I have more clothes to put away. Whoops. Thanks for joining me on this real day in the life vlog. It's late, I'm tired.